I'm getting married next May, and I wanted to share with you guys behind the scenes of how I'm designing things for our micro wedding and really making it feel like us. We're keeping it very small. There will be about 25 of us, so not that many people. It's really just our close family and friends, but I wanted to make the micro wedding feel and just look special, look like us, and really just exude everything that we love. So I'm really excited to share it with you guys behind the scenes of designing all the little bits and pieces of our wedding. I just started to design the invitations and I'm really excited to get those sent out. But I also wanted to show you guys how I kind of created a micro wedding mood board and the overall vibe and style of it. I found my dress recently and it's just all coming together perfectly. I feel like everything's just falling into place just as it was meant to be. So I can't wait to show you guys all the little things that I'm going to be planning. We're keeping it really low key, but I do want those special touches. Like I mentioned, I also want to design a menu, which is going to be super fun. So I'll try and show you guys that as well. But without further ado, let's jump into the video and I'll share with you guys the overall mood board and style of our micro wedding. And then I'll share with you guys the invitations that I just got in the mail. Super excited to show you guys that, but let's jump into the video. So the first thing that I worked on was my wedding invitations. I didn't do a save date like I mentioned, so I just jumped into the actual invite. And I had this cool idea of literally making it like a logo for me and my fiance Samar. So I was thinking of ways to do an M and an S together, and I actually really liked how this one came out. And I also pulled in a photo of Sedona to get that red color, and I just think it came out really cool. It has that like vintage look that I'm going for, kind of European look I'm going for. So I was putting it together in the full invitation, and you guys will see that I actually ended up changing it from a rectangle to an actual square invite because I thought that looked pretty cool. And I actually have the real invite to show you guys, and I'm really happy with them. I ordered them from Zazzle, and I think they came out pretty good, to be honest. I was a little nervous about it because it's a little bit cheaper, but it worked perfect. So I just think it kind of is cool to have like a logo that signifies you two and it's like different. I don't know, it's different than other invites that I've seen. So I was just figuring out ways to add a cool photo and add that logo on it, and just playing around with the placement. I knew I wanted a black and white photo so that that red would really pop and it would give that vintage look. So here is what they looked like printed. I think they came out so cool. Really happy with them, and if I go in the light you can kind of see the texture, but I think they came out so nice. And then my mom helped me do the wax seal for the actual invite, so they came out pretty cool as well, and it was a nice little touch. So I wanted to start by showing you how I made my mood board for the wedding and also kind of the overall vibe and aesthetic that we're going to go for. So I'll kind of walk you guys through that and then show you what I keep referencing when it comes to all the little pieces and touches that we're going to make. Okay, so this is the Pinterest mood board that I have been working on and creating. I have been adding like the hairstyles I like, but also the color of the flowers that I'm loving, and I really want the goal of our like micro wedding elopement to just have color to it. I used to think I was the type of bride or person that would want a really minimal color palette, but the more I started looking at like inspiration photos, I was like, I love these touches of like pastel colors and also that kind of like burnt orange look because we are going to be in Sedona, which we love. The red rocks and the orange aesthetic, just all of that makes me happy. So I've been kind of looking at just like inspiration with those kind of colors involved. So I love this flower bouquet. I want to somehow make that myself too when we get to Sedona, but I just love those colors. So I pulled a lot of what I was looking at in here, and I actually created a Canva kind of like mood board that has all those things involved. So I have two of them going right now. I like this one a lot, and actually Safeway, which is where I was gonna order the flowers from, they have this bouquet that you can order ahead and like pick it up. And I also really love, if you look in this photo here, the menu, how it's like orange. I'm not sure if I want to do orange yet for the menu or even beige, but I kind of like how that looks. And then also the invitation design that I just showed you guys. So I put everything in here to kind of see how it looks together, and I feel like this bouquet that we can order ahead looks really similar to the one on the table here, which this kind of looks like a similar vibe because we're going to rent some chairs that have this color to it. So as designers, we know that when you see the chairs and the colors and all of it together, it just makes me so happy to see. And yeah, so I kind of took some of this and started to make a new one. These are the actual chairs that we're going to be renting, so you can kind of see the style and the color of them. And then we were thinking for a gift for all of our guests that are coming, because I think it might be a little bit cold when we're eating dinner outside, and like we'll be outside pretty much just like this. We're gonna have some lights over and everything, but I think it's gonna be a little bit chilly. So I was thinking it'd be cool. My sister came up with this idea of maybe having, like, as a gift for the guests coming, a blanket, and maybe even doing like an iron on like patch, which is something I can design with you guys, but an iron on patch that we put on the blanket that kind of like customizes it to make them remember Sedona 2025. So I think that'd be kind of cool. I found these blankets and they're actually on sale right now, Amazon Prime Day. So I'm considering doing it. You get 12. So I think I'd have to order 2 packs of them, but I love that idea. We also want a really simple cake with some Polaroid pictures. So I like that. And yeah, I also just really love, these colors. I love like the pop of yellow, which I didn't even add in my color palette here, which I think would be kind of nice to add. I'm gonna go pull that color, kind of like a mustard yellow, maybe something closer to this. I mean, I really do like that pop of the yellow. I don't know if I like this specific color, so I'll have to play around with that a little more. But overall, this is kind of the vibe. So I also put this picture in here because this is very similar to my dress that I got, which I will not be showing until the day, but it's very similar. So I put that in because I love how the flowers look with that. And yeah, and I just love the red rock, so I added that in for a touch of seeing it all put together. I'm trying to decide on the flowers, and this is something that I will probably just decide when we get there and like actually go into the store. But I'll probably order either a few of these ahead of time and just add more colorful ones to it, or do this one and then maybe add some more like white flowers to it to kind of balance it out a little more. But yeah, those are the 2 options I'm leaning towards. So I wanted to work on the menu with you guys because I think it'd be really cool to add. We do have a private chef that's coming. So I was looking at, this is like the example photo I keep using, and I love the look of the menu on this one. And I kind of like how they did like the arched style menu on that. But I just want to keep it really simple, but just have that little personal touch. And also, I still want it to have a similar vibe to the invitation that we created like this. So I think I'm going to use like the same fonts and just like put it together in a menu. Maybe even the same background color so that it all looks aesthetic. But let's work on the menu. I just wanted to show you guys the vibe. And so another reason that I wanted it to have like some color to it, because my fiance's family is Pakistani and their weddings are so colorful and beautiful, and I wanted to kind of mix that in a little bit too. So I'm going to brainstorm ways to involve his culture, whether that's through doing henna the day before or maybe through some of the style and what we're doing now. But yeah, that's kind of the goal. But I'm going to work on the menu now with you guys. I'm going to use Adobe Illustrator for that. So I'm going to head over there and we'll get to designing. Okay, so I pulled in the menu that the private chef that we hired, that he's going to make for us. I'm so excited about it. So this was kind of our way of adding his culture into kind of like the food and the cuisine, which is going to make them super happy because food in their culture is how you show love. So I think this is like the perfect way to add it in. But I wanted to take this and make it look really pretty and really cool. So I think what I'm going to do is first go and open up the invitation design that I made so I can pull the colors. I don't think I have it open. No, I don't. Okay. So I want to open up the color. So I showed you guys what this was looking like, but I just want to pull over the whole thing so that we have it in here to kind of model it after and to get the overall vibe looking similar, because the goal that I think would be really cool is to have it look kind of like Italianish, like a little Europeanish, and that's why we used this photo that we actually got taken before we were even engaged. But I just feel like reminds me of Italy and Europe because of the craft paper with the flowers and just the vibe of it. So that's the goal. I kind of want to see what this would look like with a background color of the red, maybe trying that. And then if I don't like that, I'll probably swap it with that beige, because the only thing I'm thinking, I think I want a beige one, because I think we're going to be using the chef's plates and everything, and his plates are black, which would be fine with red, but I just think if we have beige with black, it might look a little bit better. So I think I want to do beige, but we can always change that after. And then I also want to add in, maybe we can do like on the menu, and I think this was the font I used. Let me see if this was the font. Okay, no, that's not the font I used, so let me find it. And sometimes if I like outline the font and I can't remember what the name of it was, I'll go to the retype tool and I'll just match the font, and it typically always pulls up the right one. I don't think it was this, but we can try it. I'll be able to find it at some point. But okay, so I'm not the greatest at like multitasking and designing, so I'm gonna let the video go and I'll come back and kind of walk you guys through what I'm thinking, and we'll put it back into the mood board to see how everything looks together.
Feet up on the dash and the calling open road. Road trip classics on the radio. With your hand tied in mine, there's no such thing as time. Now we can go anywhere you wanna go. Ooh, there's no place we can't go. Ooh, my home is when I'm alone with you. With you. Sunlight fades away and you fall into my arms. This life is not the same when we're apart. If you follow me tonight, I'll walk with you for life, and we can go anywhere you wanna go. Ooh, there's no place we can't go. Ooh, my home is when I'm alone with you. With you.
Okay guys, I created the menu. I'm just really not sure about the colors yet, so I'll probably wait on that. We probably won't print these honestly until a few months before anyway, just to make sure that everything on the menu is staying the same. So I'm probably gonna wait on printing it, but color wise, I'm just not sure. I'm gonna ask the chef again, like what color plates. I want to decide on like what color napkins we're gonna have, like all those little details. So these are the two options though. The beige with the red. I'm gonna delete this because I changed the fonts. So we have the red or beige with the red, and yeah, I'm just not sure yet. So we'll decide on that later. But I did want to make another sign here with the drinks that we want to have, because so a lot of us don't drink alcohol, especially his side of the family. So we wanted to do one alcohol drink but one like mocktail. So we haven't decided yet on the mocktail, but I kind of want to do an Aperol spritz for the alcohol drink. And it's my wedding day, so I'll probably have one, but I just don't really enjoy alcohol anymore. But anyway, I do think it'd be nice because there are quite a few guests that would enjoy that. So I kind of want to do an Aperol spritz. So I was going to make another little pop-up kind of card menu thing because we're going to have a table with the drinks on it. So I wanted to make one like that as well, and that'll probably help us decide like what color the menu will be versus what color those like pop-up cards will be. So that's what I want to do. Drinks, and yeah, so I'll list out the different options. I'll probably do them all on this one. I kind of like the curved rectangle, and I think I'm gonna get these printed on Zazzle. That's what I did for my invites, which I showed you guys what those look like, and they came out really good, and it had like a really pretty texture to the paper. So I'm probably gonna do that. I mean, it's only one thing that I'm gonna need printed, so I might even just go to Office Depot or something. But yes, I wanted to have one that says drinks, and we'll probably have like wine and stuff too, but I think it would be nice to have a specialty cocktail. And Aperol spritz are just things that people don't make at home all the time, so it'd be kind of a fun little treat. Some sort of spritz at least. So Aperol spritz, I'll have to find what goes in that, and we can probably come up with some cute names for it. And sometimes I use ChatGPT for that too, and it really works. And then I'm thinking we'll do some sort of like lemonade, maybe like a lavender lemonade, or what else can we do? I'm probably gonna look this up and then change it a little bit, but I think a lavender lemonade would be really good. Let me know what you guys, if you guys have gotten married, what you drink at your wedding, because I'm totally open to ideas. But yeah, I think that would be good to have a little pop-up for the drink area, and then maybe a pop-up with, I wanted to have a little table, and even just using literally the coffee table in the Airbnb with the Polaroid camera, because I want people to take pictures like crazy. So I want to make a card that says like, I don't know, something like that, take a pic, and then maybe a little statement about capturing the memory of our trip, our weekend, I don't know, our snap and sign. Because I was going to have I'm making him something special. I haven't told him yet, but I wanted to have people to sign something and like leave a special note. So I'm probably going to leave papers out there and like Sharpies and the Polaroid camera. So I think snap and sign is kind of cute. Let me just adjust this. Okay. So I'll work on this a little bit more, but I want to export these and add them to the mood board so we can see how it looks together with like the color palette and stuff, because I'm pretty sure I didn't add this color to the color palette, which I want to do with you guys actually. Okay, so I have all these colors in here. I want to change that yellow to like a mustard yellow, so I'm going to go find that on Pinterest. What if I even put in Sedona, Arizona color palette? Searching my pins, so let me search the main page, kind of like this. Let me add it to the wedding aesthetic. I like this yellow a lot. E7C878. Actually, let's just save it. Okay, I really like that color palette now. It fits really well, so I want to add in, I actually kind of think it'd be cool to take the yellow, and the yellow can be kind of like in this tablescape here, how they have like yellow candles or little touches of yellow like that. We can do it in that way, but I also think it'd be kind of cool for one of the pop-ups to do it in yellow. And I mean, it kind of looks a little vintagey. I don't want it to look McDonald's, but maybe we do the brown color on it. I'll have to play around with the brown, but I think if we had different pop-up little cards on tables with all the different colors in the color palette, I think that would be really cool, like a nice touch. So yeah, anyway, this is so fun. I could do this for hours. I think if I wasn't doing design, I would want to do wedding stuff. It's so much fun. But I'm going to continue working on this, and I'll show you guys what it looks like when I add it to the Canva like mood board. Okay guys, I put the designs on the mood board and everything is just coming together so nice. Like this looks so exciting and cool. I think the next thing I want to design is the patch or the like customization. I think a patch on the blanket would be the best way to add some customization to it, and it'll last through the wash hopefully. So I'm gonna design that. I want to make it like really cool, like maybe like a little mountain drawing or something, but I'm gonna probably design that after this. But I just wanted to show you guys a little behind the scenes of this, kind of change up the content, because I know I show you a lot of my client stuff, but it's always fun to design just like stuff like this. Event designs I think are super fun, so I just wanted to show you guys that. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and that it was maybe interesting to you. If you did enjoy it, I would appreciate it so much if you gave this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more. But real quick, I wanted to mention that I do have a community that you can join at any time. You can pay monthly, but inside that community, I post a new tutorial every single week where I show behind the scenes of designs just like this, but more so for clients and marketing and business tips and social media tips and all the things that help me run my graphic design business and be able to work for myself and work from home. So if you want to learn more about that, definitely go check that out. I'll link it down below. But thank you guys so much for being here, and I will see you in my next video.